In every divorce, there's conflict. If there's every marriage, there's conflict, but if you get a divorce, there's going to be some level of conflict. Most of the time, the parties are able to be relatively amicable, to work out their differences, and get divorced in a relatively painless or moderately painless fashion. However, there are cases that are more what we consider to be high conflict cases. In those cases, if you're dealing with one of the parties has some toxic personality traits, sometimes they may even be what psychologists list in the cluster B personalities of narcissistic personality disorder or borderline personality disorder, things like that that really create for a difficult divorce. What are some of the traits that you'll see in those type of cases? There's going to be lots of anger. There's going to be lots of accusations, normally a lot of false accusations. There's going to be an inability for the other party to acknowledge their faults. Unfortunately, a lot of times there's going to be domestic violence. There also are going to be times where there are false accusations of domestic violence. That's actually very common in high conflict divorces. You're dealing with a divorce where the other party will say or do anything to try to hurt you. And a lot of times it feels as though for them, they're willing to hurt themselves and make the process more difficult as long as they can hurt you more in the process. False accusations are often difficult to deal with. So it's hard to disprove a negative. Sometimes if their stories are not well concocted, we can pick apart their false accusations and cross-examination. However, a lot of times we need to do much more thorough work, and the more documentation we have to show what's really going on, the better. So if you're dealing with somebody who makes a lot of false accusations, it's really a good idea to document yourself as much as you can.